Hi, welcome to Dharma with Danny. This is our Hatha yoga practice for stress management. I invite you to start on the mat today. So if you'd like to join me, coming all the way down into easy pose or crisscross applesauce, as my little one calls it, and finding a place of comfort for your hands, either hands up to receive energy or hands down for grounding. Let's think about giving those shoulders a nice roll up, down, and back. Let your shoulder blades slide down and back, and starting to draw in the abdominals in towards the belly. As we begin our yoga practice, it's vitally important to align our breath with movement, which means first things first, let's focus in on our breath cycle. So I invite you to close your eyes with me or simply soften the gaze. And notice the path that your breath is traveling through your body. Beginning at the tip of your nose, cool air coming in through the nostrils. Traveling down the throat, into the rib cage, expanding outward. Allowing oxygen to travel all the way through your extremities, circulating, and then coming back out the breathing. Perhaps noticing that when we focus our attention on our breath, it naturally begins to slow down. And now inviting ocean breathing, or as it's called, Darth Vader breathing. Gently opening the eyes when you're ready. With ocean breathing, we breathe through the nose as normal. And with the out breath, as we breathe out of our mouth, we almost constrict the throat so that we have that type of feel to it. So it's a deep breath in, and we let it out like an ocean wave. And it's meant to be very audible. It actually stimulates our vagus nerve and helps us to rest and digest. So let's give that a chance here. We're going to give it a try. Almost as though you have a mirror that you're trying to fog up with your out breath. Wonderful. If it makes you giggle a little bit, that's great. And we're doing a little bit of laughter yoga here as well. Bringing our hands together, palms meet into prayer pose. This is simply aligning the left and right sides of our body. As we breathe in, we're going to expand the chest up and out. And with the out breath, choosing the side, we're going to engage in a gentle spinal twist. Slowly warming up our backs this morning. So taking in a few breaths here. Noticing what's here to find. Your body will tell you when it's time to let go, and we listen to our body's intuition. Returning back to center, let's take in a full breath here. Let it out. Spinal twist. Balancing out each side. What's done to one side must be done to the other. These spinal twists not only wake up our backs, but also give our digestive organs a little twist, a little extra stimulation to do all of their work. And when your body tells you it's time, I invite you to come back to center. We're going to gently rest the hands down. With this hand, using it as a supporting hand and placing it beside you with our opposite hand as we breathe in deeply, finding energy through those fingertips, lifting up out of the hip, easy side stretch, waking up our obliques and side body. And notice here if you can feel your breath traveling down the side. And letting that breath go. Now this arm becomes the supporting arm. Taking that deep breath in with the opposite arm. Beautiful stretch up and over, allowing heart centers to shine up and outward. And you can explore with your gaze here, maybe looking up at the fingertips or down at your yoga mat. There is no right or wrong way to practice. Breathing in and let that out breath go. Floating that arm all the way back down. Beautiful. Now, ever so gently coming into a cat-cow position, we're going to come to tabletop. So allowing the body to unwind, coming to all fours. Before we start, I want to give a few modifications. You see I have props here. And if you have yoga blocks or bolsters, that's great. If you have pillows or books, that's great. It really doesn't matter if you have proper blocks, as long as you have something. If you're having any wrist issues, I invite you to come up onto the blocks to give a little bit of extra support to your wrists. Another alternative would be, instead of coming to the palms, you can come to your fists, which you'll see me do a lot. And another option here, if this is too much for your knees, is to take your small bolster and bring your knees up onto it for some extra cushion. This is also an option. So play around with it. Find what brings your body comfort. And when you're ready, meeting me in tabletop position and choosing alignment here. So our wrists are directly under the shoulders, our knees are under our hips, and with the in-breath, looking upwards, coming into our cow position, dropping the belly down towards the mat, and with the out-breath, rolling up into our cat position. So we're tucking chin to chest, we're drawing the abdominals in, we're creating as much of a round curve as we can. Find the expansion in the back body, space in between the shoulder blades. And reversing that movement with the in-breath. Let's go through this sequence 2 or 3 times at your own pacing. Allowing your breath to be audible. Maybe one more time if your body says it's okay. And when you're ready, meeting me at neutral spine in the middle tabletop. We're going to extend those hands out, bringing toes together in the back, knees widen to the width of your mat, sitting back onto the heels, child's pose. Finding expansion in the hips. And as always, there are many options. If you don't want to have your hands outstretched in front of you, you can also bring the hands to hold the forehead. Or you can allow the arms to simply come down beside the body. or anything in between. So let's explore here. Our movements are fluid, not static. Allowing the back body space to expand here, noticing what the breath cycle feels like in child's pose. This is a restorative pose. A gentle comfort to our nervous system. And if you'd like, inviting the hands now to come over to one side as we stretch back. And perhaps allowing them to come over to the opposite side. When you're ready, coming back to center, child's pose once more. Resting the head either on the mat or on your hands, or perhaps on a block. When you're ready, gently coming out of child's pose, bringing the knees back in, and allowing yourself to come up to seated position. Beautiful. We're going to engage in staff pose now. So we're coming down to the bottom and allowing the legs to extend in front of us. So making any needed adjustments to the sit bones. This is another time for options. So if you would like, you can sit up on your bolster. Give your sit bones a little extra comfort here. As you extend your legs with a generous bend in the knees, if that feels good. Also, we're going to be engaging our hands with the floor. So if you would like to have your blocks, so you can have your blocks to hold your wrists up, that's perfectly fine too. So I invite you here to figure out exactly what your body needs in this moment. With staff pose, we want to give those shoulders a nice roll up, down, and back, and really extend our palms into the floor. So we're really pushing down into the floor, and if possible, directing energy through those toes. So maybe pointing them back towards you, a little bit of flexion. And as we allow the shoulders to drop down and back, abdominals in, allowing the gaze to look out and drawing the abdominals in. We have arrived at staff pose. Feeling what it feels like to simply be in this moment, in your body right now. And when you're ready, inviting the hands back up to heart center, palms together once more. And we're going to engage in the spinal twist with our staff pose. Breathing in, breathing out. Spinal twist. Taking a couple breaths here. And when you're ready, flowing through that movement, coming through neutral. And with the out breath, twisting to the opposite side. Coming back to neutral when you're ready and allowing those hands to come down. Let's give those wrists a little circumduction here. They've done a lot of work for us. Now, everyone's favorite part is coming up. We're going to come all the way down on the mat. So I'm going to invite us to bring our props a little bit closer, just in case. Get those bolsters ready, blocks. We're finding ease in our movements, having grace with ourselves. So here we go. We're going to gently roll down. And if you would like, you can use your smaller bolster or pillow or roll up to place under the neck for extra support, drawing the shoulders in towards each other. With the next in breath, choosing the leg, we're going to draw that leg up towards the body in wind relieving pose. And you may choose to hold the leg under the knee or on the shin, choosing whatever feels most comfortable. Maybe inviting a few ankle circles here, snap, crackle, pop. Oh my goodness. Maybe finding with each out breath that you're able to allow the leg to sink in towards your body just a little bit more. Our wind relieving pose again stimulates those digestive muscles, our digestive organs. Maybe finding a sense of ease and comfort. And when you're ready, gently letting the leg go. Let's switch sides now, bringing opposite knee in towards the chest. So again, you can hold under the thigh if that feels good, or on the shin. It is completely up to you. Thinking about drawing the shoulders down and back and just allowing the leg to find ease again. We want to find ease wherever we can throughout our day. Allowing that leg to sink in towards the abdominals. And if you'd like, you can even move it back and forth a little bit, giving yourself a gentle massage. And when you're ready, gently allowing that leg to come down with the out breath. Taking a moment to realign and engaging in happy baby. So what that will look like is allowing the feet to come up, soles of the feet meet the ground, and finding fingers to big toe. So we're wrapping the big toe, we're wrapping the other big toe, and we're allowing the feet to come up, so soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Happy baby. You may find some comfort moving back and forth, giving the back a little massage here. Happy baby, finding openness, releasing tension in the hips, upper legs. Maybe even bringing a smile to your face. And noticing, what does your breath cycle feel here? If you notice that you're holding your breath too much, you may need to release a little bit out of the position, release a little bit of tension. We're always exploring and trying to find the edge. So when you notice yourself holding your breath, that is a signal your body's saying, a little bit too much for me right now. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. Directing the out breath to any areas you may be feeling extra tightness or tension. And when you're ready, allowing heels to come back in towards the body, gently releasing the hands, bringing palms down to the legs as we extend the legs out and down. Finding our final pose, Shavasana, I invite you to make any comfort adjustments. So maybe let's put a bolster under the knees. Maybe you'd like one under your neck for extra support. If you're chilly, grab a blanket to cover yourself up with. Allowing the legs to part so that they are about as wide as your yoga mat, and drawing the shoulders down and back. Naturally, the palms will face up, receiving energy from the universe. And I invite you to simply notice your breath cycle. With Shavasana, our goal is to simply mindfully scan the body, observing sensations, but no need to change them and not judging them. Noticing your toes and your feet in this moment. What felt sensations are here to find? Perhaps noticing the lower legs now. And if there's any tension to be found, inviting ease, allowing the body to sink into the yoga mat beneath you. Noticing the knees and the upper legs. Any felt sensations in the glutes and pelvis. Bringing awareness into your midsection. Noticing the rise and fall of the belly with each breath cycle. Noticing the chest, also gently moving with the breath cycle. Can you feel your heart beating? Can you feel a sense of openness? Noticing the shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, fingertips. What energy is found here? What temperature? Noticing the neck, supporting the head, housing your vocal cords, your throat chakra, your power to speak your truth. Bringing awareness into your face muscles, your jaw, your tongue. Cool air as it enters your nostrils. Your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. Inviting the out breath here. And finally, the crown of your head. Opening the crown chakra. Inviting a sense of curiosity. What intention might you lead your day with? Now zooming outward, noticing the expanse of your body and what it feels like to be in your body in this moment. As a community, inviting us to take in a deep breath in through the nose. Let it out with a big sigh. And when you're ready, ever so slowly and gently, allowing yourself now to roll to your side. Maybe allowing the body to come up into easy pose once more. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, and may you be peaceful. Thank you for practicing with me today. I'll see you next time.